Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
It is what it is. Look at this shit, man. That shit poop. They gonna be thirsty as hell.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Oh, man. Come on.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got my co-host, Cam.
Yep.
I got Emmanuel.
Yo.
We got a special guest in the building today. You may know him for a lot of things, but the most important thing you know him from is Flop Chick Dormtainment.
Fuckboy Wall.
That fuckboy Wall.
Yeah. You know, some of his biggest accolades, today,
Shit, that really got me started. He saw me.
No, he's an actor. He's a great friend of ours. Sarunas Jackson in the building. Everybody give it, clap it up. What do you like people to call you? Rome, Sharona?
Man, it's funny if you could say Sharonas, then Sharonas, but a lot of people
Sharonas.
Yeah.
Sharonas.
But then Perone, because a lot of people be like,
Yeah.
I can see people face one like I introduce myself.
Yeah.
Like they say their name and I'm like, I'm Sharonas, and they're like, Ron.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Ron,
I'm
yeah.
sure they call you Dro too.
I've definitely gotten that a lot where I've tried to discipline myself when I hear people try to get my attention and just say Dro. I don't look so people can learn my name.
But I know when you first, it's automatic. You be like,
just like Dro, and I'm like, damn.
Is that something you always grew up with too? Because a lot of people have like a tough name that it kind of changes your mindset when you always kind of have to explain,
Right.
This is who I am. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even my name, it starts with an A instead of an E. So people a lot of times
Right.
like, Emmanuel? No, it's A. That's
Yeah, right, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
I feel like that's funny because yours is like a subtle difference, right?
Very
But it's
subtle.
important, right?
Yeah.
Because it's your name. Like mine, I get why people butcher it. Like I mean, anytime I had substitute teachers or it was the first day of school from one teacher,
Right.
I knew when they paused, I'll be like, here, Jackson.
Shabuki. Shababi.
It's gonna be one day they say Dro, you gonna turn around, they be like, nah, him. It's gonna be young Dro. You like,
I didn't know he was back there.
Yo, 55-year-old ass out of here with this class, Dro. Young Dro. Fuck young Dro doing in my class.
In college, did you ever like have like the older person in your class, like those older people that were like, you know, trying to like. At some point, I knew though. I'm like, at some point, I'm not gonna see you this year. It's tough to break habits.
Hold on, because they gonna die?
Yeah.
Or?
No. Oh my God.
Because of age or something. Like, God damn, they're that old.
48, you about to die. Damn, like I'm saying, because man, we creature of habits. If you ain't get it done, then there's a small percentage of when you get older.
Yeah.
It's like if you pass like 20, like let's say if you're past 25, and you're just starting like your undergrad. Like that rate is low for the people that actually continue, because you done became like I said, we create your habits. Like you're not gonna see that through.
I went at 18, my shit was low.
That's what I'm saying. It's already tough then. And I'm in the rhythm of school.
My mom went back to get her degree. I was like, I don't know how you doing it, because I can't do that shit.
I'll be applauding them because I've known people that do that when they got their kids, and I mean their kids in middle school and stuff like that, high school stuff, and then they got jobs and stuff. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, see, that's why I think they finish it though, because it's out of necessity a lot of times.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I think they don't finish it, because it's so hard because of the responsibility.
Yeah.
But I think both truths like exist.
Right.
But now if they doing it, they in class with their kids right beside them.
See, I would do that on purpose. If I go back, I'll wait till my kids in college go with them.
And my son should motivate, or my daughter will motivate me. I'm like, let me go with you. Attention. I'm on my phone and shit.
See dude trying to holler at her.
Hey.
Can you imagine getting more pussy than your kids though?
Oh, while you in college?
Y'all in college together. I'm still getting it.
If I had a son, I would definitely compete with him. I'm backing the professor on me. I can control your grade.
As soon as you get home, you be like, I seen how you looking at professor. That's me though. That's me. Don't even do that. That's me.
You seen this dick when I walked out the shower when you were 4.
If you was my dad, I would say, hey, when we on campus, I'm calling you Sharonas. I ain't calling you dad. Letting you know that right now.
Your name is Sharonas.
Oh my God.
Buddy.
So this weekend, right? I had a random experience. I was sitting down in my room, minding my business, and I got a message on Snapchat from just a random name from this lady, and she was like, "Hey, how are you?" I was like, you know what? I ain't got shit to do. Let's entertain this shit. I was like, I'm fine. How are you? Oh, I'm well.
This better not be a story about just you hollering.
No, it ain't me hollering. Ain't me hollering.
She in school still.
Right.
She might be.
With her mom.
She was like, hey, have you ever heard of a sugar mama? And I was like, yeah, I have. And then she goes, okay, cool. Where are you from? I said,
How'd that correlate?
That's what I said. I said what? I said, I'm from around. I'm from around. Yeah,
So you from the South?
Yeah, I'm from around.
Around. All right.
And then she goes, would you be interested in being a sugar baby? And immediately I'm like, I'm a grown ass man. I don't want you to call me sugar baby. Call me a sugar adult, nigga.
But what is sugar
man.
baby?
So,
exactly?
baby,
You get the benefit.
basically you get benefits. She said, at first I was
It's like a stimulus package.
yeah, it's a yeah.
That comes with sex.
With a little pussy on the side.
a stimuli.
Yeah. But at first I was like, nah, I'm good. I said, nah, I need content. I said, explain more of this. Explain more of what's going on.
Give me the details, right?
And she's like, all right, well, first and foremost, I just need loyalty. I was like, what are you, Rihanna and Kendrick? Like, and I was like, wait, what? And she was like, I would need loyalty. I was like, where are you from? She was like, I'm from Florida. I said,
There's already problems.
Red flag.
There's already a red flag right there.
Hold on, I'm from Florida. Hold on.
You got a red hat on right now, man.
Right, literally red
it's
flag.
a literal red flag. Right? And she was like, basically, I can take care of your financial needs. And I was like, all right, so what?
Okay.
I
Starting
said,
off right.
Yeah.
She was like, I will put you on a weekly allowance. How's
allowance?
$1,000 a week sound?
Okay.
And I was like,
You at least worth $250.
at least 1,250.
No, it's $250.
She priced herself out the market.
She can get you
like
cheaper.
NBA salary.
And then she was like, I can send you 3,000 right now. I would just send me your Cash App. I was like, how do I know you not scamming out here? She was like, trust me, I've helped plenty of young men before. Then she sends me a video of a young guy that's saying, thank you to my sugar mama. Like it's one of them.
Like an infomercial.
No. There's a video.
Yeah, thank you, my sugar mama. Thank you for, taking care of my business and what I got going on. Thank you, sugar mama.
She has a company, bro.
She got a company.
That was an advertisement.
I was like, she got a company. Then she sends me a video of a thread. She was like, just in case you don't believe me, a thread between her and a dude is like, he was like, I don't trust you, da-da-da. And she was like, just send it, and I need you to send 50 for the lawyer, and then we'll send
lawyer?
That's what I said. I said, where did the lawyer come from? I said, what is
Do
this?
you get a publishing deal too?
It was like a record. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I said, nah, I'm good. But I was like, so I just said that to say, would you be opposed to having a sugar mama?
We all took a deep breath.
Because I thought, in the back of my mind, I said, all right, if I ain't got to fuck on nobody, I don't know where she at. But then again, I don't want to send you my information.
Exactly. That's the problem.
That's my
That's
thing.
where that gripes me, because these tech people are very savvy.
Yes.
Even though I'm just saying, oh, my Cash App's this, they might find a way.
Yeah.
I just get skeptical about that.
Yeah.
I think also though, when I was 19, when I was in college, this was my second year. Yeah. I found myself in that situation, but it didn't start like that.
Yeah.
I met this.
Sound like a nigga about to lie. I found myself in the situation. I didn't create the situation.
So I was at the first college I went to was in the very white area. It was in South Orange County. And a lot of money down there. A lot of money down there.
Just pre-beard or
This is,
growing into beard?
This is
Pre-beard.
beard's close.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So it looked like mine trying to go
It's like it's not full. It's just like right that
Gotcha.
5 o'clock shadow, but I would line it up.
All right.
So
trying to grow
That nigga hasn't been where you at since he was 8, nigga. Come on now.
So I was I'm in the Starbucks about to order something, and then this lady's right here. Well, first of all, my question to you was, would this lady look decent?
That's the thing. I was like, I don't know what you look like.
Oh, that's tough. See,
I don't know what you look like. Then she sent me a picture, but of course it disappears on Snapchat. She sent me a picture, she looked like I didn't want her to be any type of mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that time, that's how it usually is. So, but
Right.
this is why I'm saying how I got into this. So there was this woman right here. Now, before I say this, because I know how our demographics is.
Yeah.
I prefer my sisters.
Okay,
all right?
for sure.
Now,
Yeah.
it was a white woman.
Well, you said where your school was.
said
was
your
white,
school
My
so
school
it
was
makes
very
sense.
wide. I wasn't that active that year.
Hey, man.
So, but you know,
That's what
whatever.
happens to all black college
Love,
athletes.
love.
See, you know what I'm saying? Go to these white schools and these white ass
I
towns.
might have me a black girlfriend later on. Anyways, my loyalty. Nah, so yeah, it was a white woman, but like she was like one of them ones like you know, like you could tell she was like late 30, like 38 or something like that, almost 40, but like was upkept, like she looked good. And I'll get to why she looked good.
Okay.
So
Where'd you meet?
this is the Starbucks in South Orange County, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
Prime location.
So then, so we got the location, like Laguna Beach area, right?
Yeah.
So, and I remember
Pumpkin
being
spice
like,
area.
Yeah, pumpkin spice area. There you go.
Absolutely.
So then, I'm standing in line. This is always an icebreaker with me, right?
Yeah.
She goes, "How tall are you?"
Yeah.
I'm in there. I looked, and then I was like, oh, okay. Well, no, she's just gonna talk because she's obviously older than me. Like she's 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
So I talked. I just tell. I'm like, you know, this is my comeback to them all the time. Is I guess I'm getting my free game. I'm like, take a guess. All right, now we gonna engage. Here we go.
Okay.
So then she guesses and stuff, and then I tell her, and she's like, wow, you play basketball? I'm like, yeah, I play basketball here at the school. She's like, oh wow, okay. She's like, yeah, my brother went there years ago, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then when I thought she was getting ready to leave, she was just going to the bathroom, but she knew I was about to get order and go.
Yeah.
So she was like, would you like to exchange information? And I was just like, well, I was like, would you have a business card or something? I was like, because at that age, I never had no girl say, would you like to exchange information?
Yeah.
What's your number or your aim? I had a sidekick at the time.
Yeah.
So,
Like, am I applying for something?
that's what I was saying. Damn,
Well,
she was like, she pulls out her phone, and I was like, oh, okay. So like, sure. I was like, shit, yeah, okay. So then we exchanged numbers. Now, we start texting, whatever, and then we start to, like, she invites me over.
Yeah.
Nice crib, right? She had a son that was like 9 or 10 or something like that. Or 11, actually, I'm sorry. So yeah, so we
Pat him on the head.
right.
What's up,
So,
man?
no, he would never. He always go to his dad's body when I would come over.
Okay.
But then she also had a beach house, so then we would go there.
Oh,
so where it was just
shit.
no trace. Right?
absolutely.
So so we would start messing around. Now I found out how she got bread was she was married to a very successful plastic surgeon.
Of course.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
She had caught him cheating with his assistant. So cliche.
Damn.
God
At the
damn.
office.
At the
Cliche.
office.
Hey,
I
but
was
them
like,
assistants, plastic surgeon
they do be
look
doing
good.
that.
for sure.
Right.
And the surgeon know what they're doing.
And you know how we feel about nurses in here.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
nurses get
yeah,
to
yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fan. I was like,
It's probably one little Latinas. I can help you over here.
right. So that's
How tall are you?
funny. No, so she had got like, you know, settlement, obviously child support, so she's braided up.
Yeah.
And then what I noticed after, I remember it started soon. It was probably the second time we messed around.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and she told me to let myself out, whatever. And when I was leaving, she had left before me.
Yeah.
And the first time I remember waking up in my backpack, I opened up my backpack to put my stuff in, and in my backpack there was money in there. Oh, this shit ain't mine. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And
think
I
it's
was,
like-
I'll be
I
thinking
pulled it out.
deals?
And it was right. I pulled it out, and I'm thinking, I was like, "Did money set me up? What happened?" So there was money in there, in like a good amount.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the hell?" And so I texted her. I was like, "Do you know where this money came from?" She's like, "Yeah, that's yours." She's like, "What do you want me to do with it?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Live your life." I was like, "This, you just giving me money?"
Yeah.
Because this ain't never happened to
Yeah,
me. So
of
I was
course,
just
yeah.
like, and she was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. She's like,
She
here,
was
hoe
like-
ass nigga.
If she would have texted that, I would have been like,
Honestly, would have been like, no, yeah, and then like, you know, she had extra cars. I was driving the Lexus for a little bit. Yeah, I was living like,
Oh,
bro,
yeah,
I
you
felt like
was-
I was in the league.
Yeah. You
Oh, man, I was going to the club in Hollywood and stuff, driving my boys and like, man. But yeah, it was cool until she started like, it was cool and she was saying she was giving me money so like we could keep this fun and like nothing serious. But then she started getting territorial. And she had popped up on me unannounced.
Oh no.
And I was studying with
the
a
crib?
classmate who was a girl, who was a girl. But I remember my roommate came out. He was like, He's like, some ladies here.
Because you know they didn't think that nigga just your girl.
Exactly.
Like, you fucking with this guy.
He said some lady here. And then I go to the door and she was there. I was like, whoa, because she would like get us groceries too sometimes, so she knew I knew where I was. She came once or twice to drop off groceries for me. I was like, shit, all right. I would never ask her shit, bro. She was just
She was trying to figure out where you live.
And that was her tactic. I realized that later on. And then when I came and she was just like, she's like, I've been trying to contact you, and like, why aren't you? I was like, I'm doing homework.
Yeah, I'm doing.
I was like, do you forget how
Yeah,
old I am?
yeah.
I'm a student right
I'm
now.
a
Like, I had practice and now I'm doing homework. Like, my days are filled.
Exactly.
And then she,
Student athlete.
I'm a student athlete. And then she was just like, oh, okay, well, just call me later. And then she left. Like, she heard off. And I was just like, okay, that was red flag.
Yes.
But I'm spoiled, so now it's tough. I'm like, do I let this go? So I just let her ride out till she started getting too much.
What was the too much point?
The too much point was she came to a game fine.
Yep.
Okay. But after the game,
Yeah.
like she was trying to show me too much affection in public.
Gotcha.
In front of like, I was
And niggas
like,
are probably like, why he hugging his mentor like that?
what professor was that? Great. Bro, I was just like, I can't do this. But the thing with my pops was at the game.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I just had to like, I was like, oh, okay, let me go talk to my dad and then I'm gonna call you. Like, she's like, okay, like, and then when I was calling her, she just kind of wanted to start getting more public and being more.
Got you.
And it was just like, I just couldn't.
Because like the idea of a sugar mama sounds great. I mean,
it was great when it was happening.
It's cheeks, it's money, and it's no attachment.
Were there sandwiches involved? Like, did she make you sandwiches?
You know
did
what?
a hold-to-go bag?
Actually, you know
A
what's
hold-to-go
funny?
bag.
Right. First of all, she had a bunch of snacks. I used to take her kids fruit snacks all the time. I'll take it all.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Capri Suns. Yeah, fuck him. I don't know him. I was taking Capri Suns. He was a little dick. Who do we call the juice? Me, nigga.
Her son watching
I was
right
like
now.
Big Rams in the kitchen, butt naked, nigga. I was just like, yeah, you ain't never. Nah, but
Why is butt so high?
Oh my god.
But she had like food like catered to her in a way.
Yeah,
she had
yeah.
like a chef. Like he wouldn't cook in the house. He'd cook and then deliver the food. And it was phenomenal.
Shit.
So I was living a life for like a good 3-4 months.
She had an ass?
It was there.
It was okay. She had a
But
little,
she had a great boob job.
Oh, okay.
Like they weren't hard.
okay.
They were phenomenal.
Plastic surgeon. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you said she looked younger.
Exactly.
That was part of the
Yeah,
settlement.
right.
That was part of the
She
settlement.
looked great, and she wasn't like all stiff or anything. She was. I
Okay.
mean, at the end of the day, she was still in her late 30s.
For sure.
Right,
For sure.
But also white people age like spoiled milk and shit. So like they, it's just like
bananas,
milk.
like bananas.
Yeah.
But
like a banana.
but
Yeah.
she was kept up. Obviously, she
Yeah.
does what she has to do. But she had a great boob job.
Yeah.
It was honestly probably to date top 2 best boob jobs I ever.
So
seen.
how old is
Because
she
I feel
now?
some fake ones, and not
Yeah,
always.
I had 2 where I was like, or even from the look, I was like, I don't even like how that looked.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just
yeah.
like
She late
but
40s now, at least. Late 40s,
now?
early 50.
Oh no,
50s.
now
She gotta be
she
in 50s.
late 40s. Like she's approaching 50.
Approaching 50.
Do you think
Yeah.
you could find her on Facebook or anything to see what
I
she
should
looked like
be able
now?
to. But I will say we randomly she had wished me some happy holidays, but this was like now 5 years ago.
Yeah.
This
So
nigga's gonna uncover a mystery on Facebook. Find a whole bunch of niggas that look like him under her profile. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Netflix special.
She had like the whole NCAA from Get Out. Looking at top 100 recruits.
The thing is, the sugar mama thing, do you think for guys it's more so like why a lot of guys won't do it as a pride thing too?
It is.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to let nobody give me no money, you know,
Right,
shit like
right.
that. But I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
You know,
There's nothing wrong with that. I
prideful.
think it is a pride thing.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
that pride shit too.
Yeah,
Because I always, I feel like, I don't know, to a certain degree, I'm raised to just, I'm probably many of us to take care of women, take care of your woman, whatever.
For sure.
You know,
Same,
so
same.
that mindset is always going to kind of be with
Yeah.
me, where I just can't be. But at the same time, as a
Fuck
nigga
that.
that's
It's
been
about what's
broke,
the strings
At the
attached.
same time.
as a nigga that's been broke and had nothing,
And-
I've had women throughout my life that has taken care of me.
That's
Taken
the
care of
thing now.
nigga.
Yeah,
You know
For
what I'm
sure, and I
saying?
appreciate every single one.
I remember the
Yeah.
first girl told me, "Let me get you some toiletries."
Come on now.
Thank
This nigga had never said toiletries before that.
Toiletry. I was like, toiletry.
He didn't know what that was.
She said she gonna get some plants for the bathroom. That's why I'm thinking
That's
Like, I'm
toiletries.
tired of putting water in
That's
my
the thing
soap
about a
dispenser.
sugar
I think
mama.
it's just about what the strings that are attached.
With
That's
the-
what
with
it
the
is.
sugar
Like,
mama.
what's the contract?
Okay.
What do I
he
have
talking
to do?
about
Because
the
a lot of them
contract,
ain't gonna
right.
look good.
Yeah.
See, when it
Right.
gets too official like that, when it
Yeah,
becomes
like-
more like it's just a transaction,
It feels
maybe it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But
I don't
his
know.
didn't look good. That's why I believe her. She a
Yeah.
real sugar mama. Because
Right,
they
right,
mostly
right.
ain't gonna look
She
good.
got to go out fishing.
right.
You don't want to be intimate with that, so
No.
that's the one.
That's
that,
the one you
like,
want.
Well, though, think about it. Well, I know with women, I know more women that could do this. Like with older men and women, there's women out there who have sugar daddies, then they don't even fuck
Yeah,
them.
they don't fuck, yeah,
It's just
yeah.
companionship.
Yeah.
I'll be a companion.
Oh, nigga,
Yeah,
I
companions,
compare
though.
my ass up.
Oh,
yeah.
Especially if you got an iPhone, I FaceTime you.
I'm a great companion. I'm a great listener.
Look, hey, where the fuck you at? I'm gonna give you this companionship, girl.
Right.
Give me this
Can I be
Capital C.
companion with somebody else?
Don't you ever be companioning out here with somebody else?
I'm the big dick companion, girl. You better get right.
Be companion.
You better not.
BDC.
You better not touch my dick tonight. I'm hugging you. I'm hugging the shit out of you.
I'm gonna stimulate you with
my God.
conversation.
Right.
you
Right.
that
Don't-
shit.
Ain't nobody gonna listen to you better than
So
me.
we
I
need
wrote down 5 topics for the night. I'm ready.
So we got sugar mama companionship.
Right,
So
yeah.
that's what we need right now. We understand. We need sugar mama companionship.
do that.
We need to start a new business right now.
Yeah, because I think like once you start like, especially once you start getting intimate, then you're gonna have some that can handle that and
Yeah.
then just be that, and then some that won't be
That won't,
able
yeah.
to.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? And then like for me, I think now it would be like, well, she got to be like balling and look good, and then I'll be like. I guess.
Yeah.
Because like right now I'm just like, well, why? But then I'm like, I mean, also I'm not mad at saving money ever.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And if she's just like, just on some type of level where I'm like, if she's impressing me,
Yeah.
because it's hard to impress me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then now you at a level where I've been impressed before, where I've been taken somewhere and I'm like, God,
Yeah.
like I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like Drake said in one song. He said he came in the room with a girl that make 3 times as much as him. That's
Yep.
It'll humble you.
something.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But now, when you get into that situation, can you look back from then? Like, can
It's
you
hard.
turn back?
It's hard.
And see, look, this is what I tell people all the time. Like, if they want to date Beyonce, like, what you gonna do with that after Jay-Z? Like, this man was a billionaire.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's-
Like, I gotta do stuff that's like thoughtful. I gotta make a scrapbook.
Exactly.
I
Bro,
gotta
she would
do
love
like
it, though.
that.
But you know what though? Exactly.
I gotta
'cause,
buy
like,
you a fucking star. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Stuff
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta do really
like,
I gotta go online.
Because
and-
like you
She
know,
got
taking her on hikes and shit.
Right, take
like,
you on hikes.
because you understand like, oh shit, she's dating backwards because I'm backwards because
Yeah.
Jay-Z is ahead.
Unless you're looking at it
Many.
at like from like, I mean, no disrespect, from like a physical standpoint.
Unless you, I mean,
I'm like,
yeah.
I think you know,
Yeah.
it might be easier to look at.
For
I'm giving
her,
you that.
for her, or you talking about? Like,
for her.
With her,
He a
with me, I'm
billionaire.
going, I'm
Yeah.
trending upward. You know what I'm saying?
He look better than all of us.
Yeah.
He look better than
It
all
don't
of
matter
us.
what.
Yeah, he
That
does.
shit, that boy there, his
But
is mine.
you know what's interesting about this story though? I feel like it kind of tells you that no matter what, man or woman, like that power shit, like it will always come back.
real.
Like no matter who's in, the power dynamic, who's on top.
For sure.
Like if there will always be like power issues that person holds.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
It's always, I heard about this dude, like one of my friends, shout out to my homie Olu, director. But he worked on a project one time. I'm not gonna give away too much information, but on a project, it was run by mostly women. Okay, they were the head producers. Okay, of the project. This project is one of those films that has handsome leading man or whatever. But the guy, they said, like when they were cut, there was days that all the producer ladies would be on set, and they say the way they treated that dude, like grabbing him. Oh, aren't you're so cute type of thing. Oh, you're gonna be good, yeah. And then he would hear them talking about him behind like nasty shit. It'll be like, they niggas.
It's the same-
It's
yeah,
the same
bro.
shit.
I
If you in a
tried it.
high place of power,
Same
a lot
shit.
of times, if you just that type of person, it's just gonna come out. It's not man or woman.
I
You know
ain't,
what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna say where we was, but we all done been at a party where we was like, I was like, hey, and they talking wild to me right now.
Every time we were reaching me, I'm like, bro,
It's,
I don't even know what to do.
no.
like, it's kind of wild out here.
Damn,
You know?
it's wild though. It's
Yeah.
wild. You know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy because like anytime you find yourself in that position, it's funny, man, how things could flip, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess there's certain points, understandably so, right? Because I never feel endangered, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference between
Yeah.
us and women.
'Cause physically,
right?
yeah, this is a different.
Yeah, because if they're like, I'm a fuck, I'm like, man, get off.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
But it's still that dynamics, like where, I'll tell you this on one set, man, it was
But the only I'm sorry, keep
No,
that.
go ahead. Yeah,
the
yeah.
only difference I would say though, the physical thing is true
For sure.
But they have to hold something over him, which is career.
Yeah.
Or
right.
something like
No,
that that
well, yeah,
holds
exactly.
your
There's
life.
there's still other ways to get.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I didn't particularly get along with a certain actress, and I remember while I was in the conversation, we had just like kind of got into a disagreement, and it was mainly on her end because I was confused. Like she had mad at some whatever.
I hate those type of arguments.
Well, I was just like, what happened?
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, yo, you tripping? And she get mad. Oh, I'm sure. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I'm just not gonna talk to you. I'm just like, all right. So, while I'm talking to, I was talking to a writer. That actress comes out of her trailer. I hear the noise. I look, and we look at each other, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm you know, talking to the writer. She walks past me. I was just talking about this yesterday. She walks past me. And she says, "Are you not gonna say hi? All right." And she slaps my ass and continues to walk into the shuttle to take her to set. She walks past me, she slaps my ass and says, she's like, "Oh, are you not gonna say hi?" She's like, okay. And she had slapped my ass. And I remember being like, I was like,
I ain't even like
treated
that
me
on the sports field.
bro,
So-
like I was like, she treated me like I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
I felt like such a bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, bro. I
Damn.
remember I was fuming, and the writer was like, because I was literally
writer
talking to the
saw
writer.
that?
The writer was
it was
right
right
here
there.
because I was
Oh,
talking to the writer,
shit.
and I was literally talking about like I was like, man,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
fuck with her,
Yeah,
man. You know what I mean? Like this is like what she did. And she was so disrespectful. She had did some like
Yeah,
disrespectful
disrespect,
shit.
yeah.
And when she did, I was like, what the hell?
Then you gonna slap my ass?
And then she slapped my ass.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
don't
just
see
like,
nothing wrong
what
with it,
the fuck?
honestly.
See,
When you a real nigga, you smack a couple red bones on the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. My anger level is gonna depend what I had on. If I had like on thin pants, I'm gonna feel it more. I'm gonna be mad.
I'm like,
feel
no,
sting.
no.
So you about
My
to
cheek
sting.
was too much. It was too much contact with the cheek.
Because it goes back to consent. I ain't consent for you to over here slapping my ass.
And I don't fuck with her.
Yeah, like,
To this
yeah.
day, I'm just like, what the fuck? And the audacity, because I know for a fact,
Yeah.
if I did that to her,
That's a wrap.
I'm gonna tell you something. It would have been
Oh, right, yeah,
everywhere.
that's it.
Oh, that's a
She's
wrap.
like this, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? But dog, I was just like,
That shit catch you off guard,
and that
bro.
got me so mad because it would have been different if like we had just butted heads, but we fuck with each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would have laughed it off.
Like a playful, like, all right.
I'd have been slapped on the ass. I was saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but now, like, that's the one I was like, no, don't touch
yeah,
it.
Right.
But yeah, that to me, I was like, and what I got mad though is that she felt like, oh, but like that's not a big deal. She could get away with it.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, man,
That shit whack. That
Did she
shit
know
whack.
about the story with the rich old lady? Because she might have been like, nigga,
Nah,
you used
hell
to this,
nah.
nigga.
And at that party, she was trying too.
Oh, no.
Oh my.
At the party I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about that
we
off
gonna-
air.
we gonna talk.
But, what were you had something about a regular mama, because I had sugar mama. You said regular mama, something happened.
Nah, you know what? This honestly, this regular mama, this is a girlfriend story. Okay,
okay,
so I
gotcha,
just,
gotcha,
you know,
gotcha.
so I'm, you know, this is gonna turn into an ad because. So you know, I wake up in mornings. I'm usually ready to do
Yes,
my thing.
absolutely.
I'm a morning type of guy.
Absolutely.
Too.
Right?
Yeah.
But this thing's for me.
Oh, yeah. Slowly but surely.
But so this morning, you know, I just wanted to get a little, you know, boppity bop.
Yeah, little boppity bop.
And
And
so
for those of you who don't know who boppity bop means, it's fucking.
no.
Oh, that boppity bop. Boppity bop.
Yeah, I ain't want to do too much. I just want a
little
little
boppity bop.
bop.
Okay.
Want to chill, but still get it off.
Touch
You
it.
know, and when your girl's in a good mood,
trying to
I
touch the
woke her up
doorknob.
nicely, you know all that stuff.
I
and
got her
then-
water and shit.
Yeah, got her water, you know.
Trying to touch that doorknob.
Made
in
sure
back
the
of her
living room
throat.
was
Oh,
clean.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
You trying to knock on the door. No, you coming.
Little tonsil play. I get it.
but this is the case. So so she does that.
Yeah,
She
little
performs
bobbity
that.
bop.
It was great.
Cool.
All that.
Great.
And at the end, she looks up like so she she runs to the bathroom because
You gotta clean.
yeah, you got
Little
gotta-
baby.
But as I'm starting to get up,
Yeah.
to about to make my way to the bathroom,
Yeah.
she stops me, says, "Oh, somebody didn't manscape recently," and I said, "Oh shit."
Okay.
She said, she said, yeah, I had to go a couple times. I was like, I'm
okay.
so sorry, mama.
Okay.
So I said, from that point on, I just
Yeah.
realized I have to manscape.
Absolutely.
And because I don't want my partner to feel like that. I wouldn't want
Absolutely.
anybody to feel like that having in mind. So I want to tell the people, make sure you get manscaped.
Use code DT.
Code DT
Use
right
code
there.
DT, get
You
your
don't want your
Manscaped.
girl to be upset. She doing you a favor.
You don't want her to be in the bathroom making the beat.
yeah, it's
Because I don't like when I have to do that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wait,
And if it looked like your beard, I understand.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But my beard look nice, you know what I'm saying? If my pubes look like my beard, I'll be proud.
Look, that brings me to something. That brings me to something that a fan asked us. He was like, women can ask us for head and it doesn't feel awkward for
Right.
them. When if a nigga's like, hey, can you suck
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dick?
I
Like,
think it's the
gotta
relationship.
whisper. Sometimes we gotta whisper. Hey, something.
I think that's subjective. That's your relationship with the girl.
No, it is. But I feel like even if you in a relationship and y'all still
No,
cool,
if you respect your girl, you
it's
you
still-
ask her
I
kind of
think
nice.
I think there's two ways. I think there's either to me there's no in the middle with this.
Okay,
During my
go.
studies and my research
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
subject,
Yeah.
I think that it's either
When you went nigga knocking.
yeah,
you either let them get in the mood to decide to
And
do
just
that.
do it, yeah.
And I'm usually like lucky enough where I've dated women that enjoy it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
what I
love
need.
it.
I
That's
need
a
you to
difference.
enjoy
Like
it.
passion. Don't do this
yeah,
if there's no passion.
Yeah.
But so they're either so I don't gotta ask or I just gotta be real. Like I plant my feet.
Yeah.
I stand
You
up.
stand- yeah.
And I'm like, come here.
Yeah.
And then I swear to God, it's either that or the other. But anytime I've done it, like yo, can you wanna?
It
like,
feels
Yeah, that on the fence shit.
I feel like an energy.
You gotta
there.
I want
I'm
you to
like,
say, I want
gotta-
this or not.
Yeah,
you gotta
I
get
be
in the
confident.
mirror. You gotta hold your chest
Yeah.
up.
Listen, one of my
You suck my dick. What's up?
Hey, get out of here.
one of the funniest niggas ever, Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
This
Man,
nigga said,
RIP, he's one of my favorite
this
comedians.
nigga said, he was like, you don't ever ask. You don't ask for shit in the bedroom. No, in the bedroom.
bed-
Once you in the bedroom and y'all starting to get to it,
Yeah.
ain't no asking, can I put it in your butt? Ain't no asking, can you give me head? You go for it.
go
And
for
if
it.
she shoves you off, then you be like, all right,
Hey.
that's it.
lady.
You don't ask. What pussy ass nigga gonna be like, hey, do you
Can-
mind if I
yeah,
you
no,
Why are you
think
in the
I
bedroom?
can get
Yeah,
some-
Why
but
you in the
it's about like what if
They
you
gonna-
in the living room?
they
He
gonna
ain't talking
respect
about
you
in the
less.
bedroom. He
Yeah.
talking about he just
When you
chilling. He
watching
want
TV, you
head.
just started getting the mood.
That's
and
what
you're
he was
like,
talking
How do I
about.
test the temperature? And it's not even on subject. Like we're
Yeah,
not
it's
on that
like-
yet. We're just watching something, and then next thing you know, you like, damn.
You look at her, you said, dick?
See, his issue, he said, no matter how he acts, she thought it was awkward and it was weird. So I told him, make a coupon book where y'all both have where you cut out, like, I want head, you just give it to her. You ain't even got to say
man.
You know why
shit.
That's
that?
too
No,
much.
no. Let me tell you
Okay,
why
okay,
that's
all
good.
right, go
Let me
ahead.
tell you why that's good, especially
yeah.
in a relationship.
Especially if you make it.
Because
Scrapbook.
you're being creative.
Yeah.
And now it's
anything
funny,
creative.
and it's gonna make it be like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, like she like, oh, you're so dumb, and then she like, then she started
Yeah,
tying her
you
ponytail.
You do that for a girl
That's my
you can't
favorite
buy
move
shit
ever.
for. You get
Yeah.
creative.
Exactly.
Get thoughtful.
Exactly.
Them rich women, I'm telling you, scrapbooks.
The scrapbooks.
I mean, gave it as a gift on Valentine's Day was like a coupon book.
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
this is amazing.
It'd
I'm
be
gonna
funny.
cash in on
It'd be
these.
funny you leaving little innuendos. You like, yeah. You ain't wore your hair up in a ponytail in a while. Like, what's
Dog,
Watch
that's
some new
something.
scrunchies.
Let's
Like,
see, yeah, this-
try these
I
out.
said it in the rap one time. Learn how to tie hair from getting head.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely,
you got-
absolutely. You
That's
think
what
me in
my,
there.
yeah, that's what, remember I done got so good at it. I got a
Let me
toothbrush
do
for
your
baby
hair.
hairs.
You come over with it on your wrist already.
Right, and I got a fade.
But you got some grease in the back.
Get you right, boy. All right, there you go.
She went down with a fro, come up with braids. Done braided the whole thing.
But like you
spent
said,
time.
I guess it does depend on the relationship. But also, I feel you. It's either like you stand and you say it, or you just
Or let
it
her
just
make the
kinda
move.
yeah, just kind of
Let her make the move, or you
know.
just stand up and be like.
But like you said, I think you find the women who really enjoy doing it. It's like, all right.
that's the key.
Yeah,
At the
like-
end of the day, that's key. But the ones that be like,
I don't need no timid head.
50. Yeah,
I don't need no timid head. Where you
At
just
that point, I just feel like we wasting each other's time.
Right.
where they
Stop
looking at it like
nibbling
this.
on my dick.
They looking at it.
Right.
It's like you don't really want
And
to
you ain't
be
fooling me
here.
stroking it for about 5 minutes.
Right. All this.
It's like you don't really want to be here like when you was young in church. I really don't want to be here. I'm sleepy. It's my weekend. I didn't want to wake up early. To be honest.
I'm showing up for you.
I mean, like that. Did you ever see that video of that little kid being like, I hate this church? And they were like, ooh, the whole church at me. Man, I hate this.
That
hate
reminded me
this.
of one. I don't know. Wasn't there one like there was a funeral or something, and they tried to let some birds out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the dude just threw it.
Like
It
they
was
did. Or
everybody
they
said,
want to
"Oh,
fly
no."
away and be at risk. And then
That's terrible. That's just
First
Like
thing I was
they
saying,
do.
well, you know he didn't go to heaven.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
what I was saying.
You was done.
Damn.
You was done. You said you had a question for us.
Y'all let me know if I'm getting old.
Okay, you getting
So-
old,
I
bro.
love these questions.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like,
I'm
am I
going to
getting
my
old?
homegirl house to help her out with something.
Yep.
This was yesterday.
Okay.
So I tell her off top, hey, the game started at 12:05. I need to be there before they get everything set up. I'm watching this game while we do what we need to do.
It's already old right there. That's
That wasn't even the old
We
part.
already in uncle mode.
Yeah, right.
She said, come whenever. I said, I'll come at 11 then. I said, send the Addy. But here's when it gets old to me. I said, hey, what's the parking like by you?
What's the parking?
That's an important question because
That's
you be
important.
able to compete for parking. I need to know
No,
should I Uber
exactly.
instead?
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
I don't want to be, I can't live nowhere I got to compete
As
for
you
parking
get
and be
efficient now,
scared.
man.
Yeah.
We try to be time
Yeah.
management. You know
absolutely,
what I mean? Yeah.
absolutely. As
I
you
didn't
get,
ask that in my 20s.
no, as you get older, you start to realize I need to know every detail. I need to know the plan.
Everything.
Yeah.
I need to know the plan.
Because of parking, especially LA
Yeah.
and New York, I was supposed to have sex one night.
supposed.
I was searching for parking for 45 minutes
God.
in K-Town. If you live in K-Town, I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah.
And like, I swear to God, it got to a point where I got so annoyed, I texted her, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
One, you should have reserved a spot for me.
Something.
Like,
No,
to
she
me-
should have told you Uber because the parking is
Right,
bad.
or that. You know what I'm saying? There's two things. Especially if you have a parking spot, your spot, park on the street
And let me-
save your spot for me because
Come on.
that's what I do.
I'm
right?
delivering. I'm delivering.
Let me ask you, when you did that, was this pre-beard or post-beard?
Nah, that's hilarious.
Niggas change and then start doing
No, that's real though. Like if you know I'm coming, you know his parking is bad. Just give your boy a little heads up. Like
Yeah,
let me
man.
know something. You got me around here just searching for parking.
I'm gonna tell you what, parking by her was phenomenal.
That's good.
It was
That's
great.
phenomenal.
That's good.
See, now you can help her out.
that's
because
not
then
help
you're
her
going to be
out.
out of luck. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing it.
If I was willing to not park, so I'm like, I'm not going to have sex tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
She could at least been like, let me come give you some head while you look for parking.
I would have.
What type of
that?
isn't that
That's
nice?
very thoughtful.
That's
That's very
nice.
thoughtful.
nice.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
nice.
Like, okay, I can spend.
Nice.
We can
That's
spend
nice.
another 45 minutes looking for
Right.
parking.
But
Shit.
depending on how much you like her, you may not never go up now.
Right, well,
Because once you get,
well, that's now that's
But I
up
can't
to
find
her
parking,
to
so,
be, you know, skillful and
Yeah.
Don't let me reach the mountaintop. So I know I have to come up. Yeah.
When I felt like I was getting old is when I was back at home and my sister was listening to something on the TV and I verbatim said, "Ain't that a little loud?"
dog. This nigga, that's so one
She
of
said
the
what?
oldest shits.
She said what? I said
I'm
the
the
TV. Ain't that a little loud?
I'm the worst. I listen to shit loud. I love the movie, so I be like, yeah, that's funny as hell.
Ain't that a little loud?
I just felt like it was all in my ear. She was like, "Well, she was like, I was like, can you turn it down a little bit?" And she was like, "But you don't like the subtitle." I said, "Well, put it on if it's gonna be a little quieter."
This nigga on some library
That's
ass
a little loud. That's so
I was
old.
like, ain't that a little loud?
Man, that's bruh.
telling you, man. I
There's a
check
lot of
weather,
moments
I
that you
check
have,
traffic.
like,
Nigga said, I check what you do. I check
Check weather
though.
and
You got-
traffic
you
before I
got-
leave.
you got-
Everything. Oh yeah, I check the week. Yeah, I know it's raining Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
or another one would be like especially like you know, I get invited like over to someone's spot, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, like hey, come over, and then this is before panoramic. It's like, hey, come over, like you know, let's hang out. Like who all gonna be there?
Oh, absolutely.
Like you know, I gotta
all
like
gonna-
ride it. Like who all gonna be
Who
there?
are gonna be
I
there?
just,
But
like-
do you feel like as your status is growing, you definitely got to ask that?
And now, for
That's-
sure,
that's- yeah, that's-
I'm like if a girl like is like if I'm starting like if I'm talking to a girl and stuff and then she you know wants to hang out and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and I'm like, do you have roommates?
You gotta
Do
think
you have
about
roommates? It makes it tough.
Gotta think about that. Yeah.
And then like there's been times where a girl's like, yeah, like you know, it was like a white girl roommate. I'm like, oh, cool, she ain't gonna know who I am,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like times I'm like, you know, it makes it like
Man, I hope I never get that famous.
Yeah, right.
Let me ask you this. I got a good question for you. So, are you at the point where you can't necessarily invite anyone over to your spot now? So
I don't
you
like
mostly
nobody knowing
have to
where I
go
live.
to them
Yeah,
now.
I don't like nobody knowing where I live at all.
That makes sense.
That makes
You know,
sense.
I mean, the horror stories I've heard, and even like I found myself in a kind of a weird situation before, at like an older spot a couple years ago. But like, I was like, no, to me, and like where I live, it's not like in this like gated community or anything like that. So I'm like, nah, I just like for me, I'm not trying to,
Yeah,
that's-
people-
Ain't it
people
weird
wild,
that
man.
Yeah.
like when you coming up, you invite all the girls
Yeah.
over.
Oh,
You
easily.
finally make it and get the house you want. You
be
be
like,
like, I can't invite
Nobody
nobody.
over here.
You probably
And
got
the only time it's okay, like to me, it like where I'm inviting someone is if like they got something to lose, like
Absolutely.
and they're like, or like maybe like if I'm they're recognizable as well.
Absolutely,
So
yeah,
then I'm
yeah.
like, cool, like
We got a level
we
playing
can,
field.
So
Yeah.
you act up, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to get like all out here.
But if you got a bed next to your kitchen, I need to see. We got to talk about something.
I'll tell you another thing.
I get
hate.
locked up. We get locked up.
Another thing I hate when people FaceTime you with people around. Like this is personal. Like why is a
I do
person
the
in the
shit,
room?
They seen the ceiling then. I'm like, hey, I'm about to text you. I'm doing something right now. What the hell?
I hate that.
Yeah, you got to answer it first. And
I'm
sit
never
there.
in the frame at first.
Yeah.
I'm never in the frame at
That's
first,
hilarious.
ever, because of the screenshot generator. Like
Yeah.
we're such in a corny era where everybody likes to like out people or like even when like you remember when James Harden was like at the strip clubs and stuff during when all this stuff was going on, this mess. To me in my mind, and I've always been like this, right? Like where I'm like, if I see somebody I recognize out, I never thought to record them and then post it. Like to me, that's so weird that the dude was like, knowing that's gonna cause a stir, right?
Yeah.
You put James Harden. I mean, come on, this dude's a perennial NBA All-Star.
Yeah.
You recording him like, oh, James Harden's on the strip.
That internet clout.
Bro, it's so
you know
weird
what
to
I'm
me.
saying?
I never had that in me.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. What happens if it's your rival team? Like, I hate y'all team. Y'all both, no, you Philly. I hate both of y'all. I'm a Dallas Cowboy.
right.
So if I see Deshaun Jackson before the playoff game,
You got anything to say to Sean?
Right. Hey, CD Lamb.
You know, CD gonna grab that goddamn phone.
Yeah, see, he gonna grab the phone.
Right.
But no, but that is real. It's like, ain't you in here surrounded by ass? Why you worried about? Well,
That's what I'm saying.
could have been a rival team. It could have been a rival team. I'm telling you.
Man,
Could've been a rival team.
Ain't nobody care. The Hawks ain't no rival to no Rockets, bro. Ain't no way. So I was just like, to me, like,
Yeah.
and then like also, that's why like as far as text messages, like I know how to talk to who.
Got
Like
you.
this person, I'm like, I gotta fill them out a little bit more.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if they ever
You don't wanna say
screenshot, they
nothing
have done the
wild.
screenshot.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then like
Damn, man.
on Instagram too, because your name there and that blue
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Like even if I've seen Photoshop shit before, like when we were
Yeah.
on Twitter saying something, and then like it was like this fake beef they tried to create between me and Cardi B of all people. I was like, first of all, the levels. You guys are nobody cares about this beef. Think about who is this nigga?
Like, come on,
like
nigga.
you gotta get someone closer to me
Yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like that. You gotta have beef between me and like Elan Noel and shit.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, I seen that before. But because people saw my Twitter and the check, they were like, "Oh, that's real," even though it was a
That
complete
shit's
that's
Right.
scary
That
too
shit's
now. 'Cause
scary.
I could just make a text
You
story
could,
like,
yeah.
hey, this is him.
Yeah,
You like, what
I've
the
never-
fuck?
How can you prove that?
I'm like, oh, me and Rihanna been DMing, and I just like show that. It's just like that's completely fake.
Like,
but
damn,
they gonna
yeah.
believe it. That's the scary thing.
I've seen the interesting question. Like, what do you think is more important? I seen on the podcast. It was like, do you think it's status or money? And it's like that's for as far as how men go. I was like, which one gets you in the like gets people like in your face more? Is it when they hear
Probably
about the
status.
when they hear about the money you have, or or is it the stat? Because it's kind of goes hand in hand.
I'm gonna say it goes hand in hand because I will say this. I remember, as a matter of fact, Michael B. when he did me and Broderick Hunter, we went to we were all in New York. Me, Broderick, Issa. She was doing a sip. You know her sip conversations,
yeah.
and she did it with Michael B.
Yeah.
And he said he got to a point, and at that moment I was kind of there. I was just getting out of it, but I was at the tail end of it. And he said, it gets to a point where it's weird when your popularity is outgrowing your account. right? So then like you get asked the dumbest questions. Like one time, me and Matt, you know Matt, my boy Matt.
Oh, yeah.
We were like at Jack in the Box. And someone was like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm eating, bro. Like,
I'm like, Floyd Mayweather still eat McDonald's.
Yeah,
I
that's
know for damn well I could be
Right.
here. But but like
R. Kelly
you know,
does.
they like if you going into events, I'm just doing like if I'm Ubering, you know, and then I'm like, you know, it's not like I'm pulling up in something like crazy nice or something like that.
Yeah.
Then people are like, you know, they expect you to be
That's-
like
yeah.
rolling at the top just because they see my face in their living room
Right.
week after week.
But
for a
that's
little
But
bit.
how do
But
you
that's-
feel about that pressure? Do you feel pressure to get a Uber, you know, the most expensive Uber when you pull up just
At
because
one
of status?
point-
At one
At one
point.
point, I did.
like when you was
Yeah.
first getting into it.
Yeah, at one point I did
feel
because
like living
I'm
up to
getting
the
launched into
character.
a hit TV show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right, I'm going from like doing basketball commercials and little guest stars here and there.
Yeah.
Did we say what you were in?
Thank you
we
for
didn't
not
say
putting
at the beginning.
Dormtainment skits in there.
Yeah.
He said from
Y'all-
Universal.
Yeah, he wasn't me talking about
Yeah,
that.
he was talking about that.
Yeah, this helped me get on the Insecure.
But y'all know he's been on
Well,
Insecure.
Fuck Boy was after Insecure though. I was already on Insecure, but
Yeah.
Flop Tick was before Insecure.
Flop
Right?
Tick.
I was fresh off 2K. Actually.
There you go.
I was fresh off 2K.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
but yeah, so now I'm going from things where it's like, you know, niche audience for sure.
Yep.
You know, and then like now to something that's critically acclaimed. And so I did feel some type of pressure at times when I would pull up to places and stuff where I did order like a black. But also I will say like just naturally I order Uber XL anyways.
Yeah.
I'm damn near 6'9", so
Yeah,
I just do that anyway. But sometimes you get a minivan.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but to me that's fine.
That's what,
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I
but
can
at
get
the
a
beginning
car.
I was making sure I was getting like the Suburban and
Yeah,
stuff. I was like,
yeah.
because I was like, okay, you got to come up looking good. And then I just remember one day, it wasn't like anything happened. I just remember one day I was about to order an Uber to go somewhere, and then I was just like, about to order that. And then like I was just seeing the price difference. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm making money, but saving money.
Save money.
Yeah.
That's how you stay
And
rich.
Exactly. So then I went, but then I was just like, man, what these niggas pulling up in? I don't give a fuck, man. Like I'm just like, what is it? What am I doing?
That's
And then I just like, and I was
No,
like, man, I
that's
pulled up
like,
in a minivan.
They put pressure on the wallet. Black people. We gotta stop that. We don't be questioning white people when they got billions of
for
dollars.
sure. And you know, that's an interesting thing you say. And I had this conversation not long ago, and like, and I'm just gonna keep this brief because I don't want to keep this like serious or anything like that. But the thing is like the reason why we own like black people like buy Mercedes Benz like 4 times higher at a rate 4 times higher than a white counterparts while they own more property than us and everything. But that's because for a while we've had to find our validation with materialistic things, right? You know, so because of that, you know, that's what shows our worth because we've been told that we're not worth it. We're not worth it. So that's how we thought. So we're like now, and then it started to get to a point where like, you know, the and there's always this video always like ever so often always goes viral where they show like an old
the black and white when they were showing them how they market the black
exactly.
people.
Exactly. Because it's been true for so long. And then like Kenya Bears did a great job on Black as Fuck talking about Sunday's Best. He did that it was a lesson about Sunday's Best, you know. We were told like the owners tell the slaves, you know, wear your Sunday's
Put on
best,
your
blah, blah,
dress.
blah,
Yeah,
put on
yeah.
your Sunday's best and stuff. And that was like, oh, okay, like, you know, you gotta look
That's
like
what-
us.
yeah.
And stuff. And like, oh, okay, so that's what so it's really deep rooted.
Yeah, for sure.
So to get out of that is just like to me, I mean, hip hop ain't making no better.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there is getting
It's
out.
like it didn't make no better
Because
I
it's
think there's
trans-
pockets of people that are getting better.
You're right.
Because we're
Because
in
with
like
the
the most conscious era to me of all time right
Definitely.
now. So now you have people like that, but the hip hop area,
But the
the
influence.
the hip hop is so influential.
And if you don't have no
So
strong
it's
identity, it's not going.
It's
Exactly.
slowly turning though, because even last year with all the stock talk, I never seen so many
Yeah.
people talk
Yeah.
about stocks
Absolutely.
until last
Amazing.
year.
Absolutely.
And when 21 Savage say he helping with financial
Yeah.
things
Absolutely.
and all these
But
people
at this-
changing, Meek Mill tweeting,
Right.
get into stocks and this and
Absolutely.
that. That's how it changes.
And like a dude, he was talking about his even though he had changed, this dude was talking about getting insurance on your chain, and then like he was like talking about how to properly do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, now I don't mind that. If
Don't mind that,
all
yeah.
these motherfuckers out here wearing chains,
Right.
but they went in there, it's like this shit's insured, so if they
Yeah,
get
right.
jacked or something, they lose
Yeah.
it, they get their money back on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, then fine.
Yeah,
but
And it goes down to priority.
You got insurance on your chain?
No. Okay.
I know. A little. I was like,
Yeah, mine
ain't nobody
did.
want this. Ain't nobody stealing this.
He said, give me that for principal.
right. For principle, but I think that the perception, like, it growing now, like what's growing is sure you got pockets of people. It's more than pockets.
For
There's
sure.
a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
into financial growth right now.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And spiritual growth and
For
all this type
sure,
of stuff.
for sure.
In our culture specifically.
Yeah.
But you know what? Our culture is spreading. The niggerum side of our culture is spreading everywhere. Like there are niggas in India right now.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to our type of music that are becoming more.
Hip hop is the most.
Hip hop is
there's a
everywhere
Korean
right now.
Hip hop scene.
Yeah.
A Korean
Crazy.
hip hop scene. Like,
It's
that's
crazy.
wild.
But they trying to be like. Some of them are trying to be like kind of gutter too. You know what I mean? Not gutter, but like
they
it's
are.
the same shit. You
You
know what
heard
I'm saying?
that song, Ijima?
Oh yeah. That came out a couple years
Yeah,
ago,
but
right?
you look at the
Yeah.
video, you see him. Even though he has straight long hair, he's shaking it like his dreads, and then he's doing this. He's like Ijima.
Yeah.
And
So
I was
nigga,
like,
if you don't get this
is a
permanent
nigga.
press,
That shit went in though. I ain't gonna lie.
So,
I think there's
I'm looking at my doors. I see them niggas. I'm like, click.
I think there is a praise. There is a lot of praise still for like you hear, especially like with women in hip hop
Yeah.
right now. You hear that them say that you know, like all the fuck niggas and
Yeah.
get money and the same amount as men were saying since the 80s or 90s. You
And-
know, like fuck bitches and all this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Women are doing that more, and guys are still on that shit.
Yeah,
but
for
there
sure.
are a lot of people. Black people specifically that are growing,
yeah.
you know, in a different manner.
The influence,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like with everything. I mean, you know, you can't have no light without dark, right? So
Right.
it's just you gotta take both.
It's the balance.
But it's interesting you said that about like women in hip hop, because in a sense I understand why they be saying that, like because they done heard that.
Oh,
shit
yeah. Of
so
course.
long.
Oh, yeah.
And it's tougher for women to make it. Like you only allowed like a handful of women to really pop at a
Yeah,
time. Like
yeah.
you know, we know who the ones are, right?
Right,
We know
right.
who they are. We could count them out, and then you have some kind of like buzzing right now and stuff like that. But like us, but with men, it's like I can't even keep up
Yeah.
with how
Yeah.
many that is. But that's because hip hop is it's a misogynistic arena.
It's a masculine sport.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is.
It's
It
masculine.
is.
Like
I
you
mean,
kind of
you know.
have to have some masculinity to you, even as a
sure.
female,
Yeah,
to
for
enter
sure.
that realm.
right? Which is wild. And I mean, I don't even want to know like what goes on behind the scenes. That I'll be feeling like I feel bad for people in the music industry. I mean, honestly, I hate
that's
the
worst.
It's the worst
Oh,
industry.
My God.
It's so
just
wild.
the bits and pieces that
Yeah,
we've touched
yeah.
of it. I've been like, God,
Like
damn.
yeah, so I mean, but I do think though, because of the other half where we're in the most conscious era, like I said, I say this because I consider myself one, but like because there's more black hippies, in a sense, like shorties I mess with, they charging their crystals on the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My shorty charging crystals and stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay, man. So
Charging her crystals in her iPhone.
Absolutely. Right beside each other.
Hilarious.
The fuck shit and the
Exactly.
crystal shit.
I like a balance.
Yeah,
Give me
you
both. Give me both.
But kind of switching gears, I wanted to talk real quick about the Tiger King.
Did
y'all
he
see
get pardoned?
No.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah, that's
You
I
heard-
knew he
they
wasn't.
said he got a limo for himself.
I saw
he
that.
had makeup and all
And he
this
didn't
stuff
get
ready,
pardoned.
and he ain't get
I
pardoned.
knew it.
And this nigga
Kodak
he
Black
came out with a
did.
statement the
Yeah.
next day saying, "Oh, I was I must have been what he say?
Too white?
He said too gay in capital letters. I must have been too gay and too something else, some American or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Right.
And
I
Trump
knew,
pardoned me, but
I
like-
knew with the way he was buying his the limo, like kind of celebrating too early. I'm like, this never goes well when you do this.
Yeah, nah.
Why'd you even post this?
Yeah,
like
that's
it was
that's like a
so
nigga
dumb.
getting his first deal and he go out and just buying all type
everything.
everything.
You're on a rookie contract, bro. You're
right,
$8,000
like
now.
calm down,
Bro,
relax.
like you're a 5th round linebacker right now, bro. Like don't spend like that.
And then it was what Lil Wayne and
Kodak
Lil Wayne
Black.
got out.
Kodak Black.
Yeah, Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Kodak Black, he said something. You saw that too. He was like
$1 million to charity, but he had deleted it when he got out.
Well, he
That's
said
hilarious.
he's
Don't
like, I
let that-
rocked with your champagne already, but now I really rock with you, or something like that. It
Yeah,
was something
yeah,
along those
yeah.
lines. Basically, he's a big Trump fan now.
That's
I mean, shit.
I mean,
That
Yeah,
one,
man,
I don't see.
I
You
can't
get
be-
me out of jail,
I get
I may
that.
be a
Right,
fan of
right.
you too.
I
you
get that.
get me out of
Shit.
jail, I might be a fan.
I mean,
you don't know what I was
fuck
dealing
him.
with.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
get me out.
What's worse though, like not fucking with Trump, or do you look down? Of course, Trump is just doing this for the clout,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
I
he was
mean, yeah.
he's
this
saying, "Oh, you
poor
got the black
excuse. Look-
audience."
Look at me. I take care of black people.
Right, exactly. I take care of you.
Hey, clout me out of jail.
But if you
That's
if
the
you
only
one of
excuse
those
me. Go
dudes
that
where
way.
like, but if you one of those artists where like the people know, okay, you're doing this to get out of jail.
Yeah.
But then once you get out, you shit on the dude that got you out. Aren't you kind of a piece of shit?
Yeah.
I
No,
Even
because
though you did it for
no,
that,
because if
you
it's
didn't-
performative And I'm really about the entire culture. I don't care how you treat the 1% of us. I need to know how you treat the bottom of the the lower class,
Right.
the poverty stricken areas.
majority.
Because what's his name? Is it Dr. Cornel West? He was the one that said that. Where I was like, yeah, that's true. Because like, it's easy to treat Kanye West and Lil Wayne good.
Yeah.
Right.
It's easy.
Of course.
But but what about the homie in South Central right
Yeah.
now? You know what I mean? Like, what about the whole family that's in Watts that's struggling right now? There's food deserts in the hood. That's why they're not eating healthy. Hypertension's huge in the black community. You got McDonald's every corner. You got to drive 45 minutes just to go to a Trader Joe's.
Just get something nice.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a line outside.
There's gonna be a lot.
And it's gonna be a line. You know what I mean? And then they like,
You like, I can't find parking.
You drive 45 minutes for some parking.
Trader Joe's, you can't tell me something.
You can't give me some head. Trader Joe's can't give me some head. I'm looking for parking.
yeah, man. So I mean, like, yeah. So I would say no, but I mean, as far as like Wayne, I mean, they were consistent. They were already Trump supporters, so of course he pardoned them.
Right.
But there's if Wayne was a very, very anti-Trump and was talking shit on him, his ass would still be in there.
Yeah.
It get,
You know.
that's the wild
interesting.
part.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to get the sports, man.
No, we getting there. I do gotta talk about this real quick though. This Danny Lay. Is it Lay? Danny Lay.
Yeah.
It's Danny
so-
Baby.
Yeah, Danny the baby.
Danny the Baby.
But basically,
That's my baby.
basically, she put out a snippet of a song was called Yellow Bone. I believe.
I didn't hear it. I didn't
like him
It's
yellow
like a
or
little.
whatever.
It's like I could play. It's like on YouTube, like a little snippet. But here's the thing. Of course, everybody attacked it because of the colorism. She's saying, basically in the song, the lyrics are some around the. I'm paraphrasing, but he won a yellow bone. I'm the one he won. Like just saying that she, he won a yellow bone, whatever.
He chose something.
Yeah,
Anyway.
something like that. And people were saying, of course, it's colorism, and you're not actually black, and and then she was combating saying that I'm Dominican, so that
See, those
I'm
are two
black.
different things to me
And
too.
what?
The fact that she's saying the colorism side of it. If you're black, that's one conversation.
That's one conversation. Yeah.
But you not even being black,
Yeah.
and I don't know. You
No,
might,
she is.
Is she black?
Yeah.
She's
She's
because I saw
Afro-Latina.
she see okay she
I
Afro
thought they
Latina is
posted
another
like they
thing.
found her ancestry test she posted. It was
That's funny.
nothing black in there.
That's funny. I didn't see that.
Yeah, my homegirl showed me it. She was catching me up with it, and she showed me. I'm like,
Where did they get that
I'm like, well,
answer?
I think she posted it on her Twitter at one point, maybe before she
Because her
blew
friend-
up.
Well, I mean, the people I know that she related to are black, so I'm like,
Yeah.
that's how she related to black people.
But
She
like
not
my
black.
issue, I get it. Like the colorism thing, I understand it as a thing. Here's my thing: the song was trash. The song,
You ain't fuck with the song.
it was bad. Like it was a bad snippet.
Yeah, if you're not gonna read the room well, at least drop some.
At least drop some-
like, drop some.
Drop the heat.
It was bad. I was like, this not good. That made me more mad at the situation.
Why you doing this?
What's you doing this? I should have said. I should have typed. Ain't that loud?
Right, that's hilarious. Ain't that
Yeah, it just baffles me that how people can't read the room. Like that's it was such a bad.
It's
time
wrong
to
time. Yeah,
drop
that's
that.
the only
It
thing.
was so bad.
And granted, she said that she was just specifically speaking about her because he likes her, but
And
still,
I get
just
that.
say that he likes.
But is his ex darker skin?
Yeah. I think
And she's saying you chose a red bone.
yeah. See, that's the
That looks really bad.
No, yeah,
That looks really bad.
I didn't even know.
the subliminal shots in there.
Did
is
the
a
baby
little-
say anything?
I don't.
He commented on it. I saw him comment on it.
He
Like,
did?
It was
Oh.
like hard. Like, he was loving on her.
No.
It's his girl.
Yeah. No,
My
for sure,
thing,
for sure.
man, like, it's just like my thing. Like, you got to be the minute. I mean, because the colorism is like rampant within ourselves.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's worse within ourselves than anybody, like, than outside of our race. And that's and I understand why though.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Yeah.
But for anybody like like any of us that are lighter complected, you have to be aware of things of that nature because it's so sensitive. Anything that has to do with complexion and hair in the black community, like you have to be aware about what the fuck you're saying, what the fuck you're dropping. Because she could be like, oh, it was about me and this is it. All right, well, just make the song for him and show him.
Yeah.
Because once you put it out there, you have supporters of all complexions that love your music.
Yeah.
And now they're not thinking about your specific situation. Think about the dark-skinned girl who is 13 years old, who get made fun of at school, who loves Danny Lay, hears this shit.
She can't sing that shit.
And she's just like, oh, he prefers like another confirmation that they prefer lighter skinned women. And then it's just like, it's just like, come on. And on top of that, it was butt. It was butt. I just did not like it.
It was butt.
And I've liked her music before this. She had some slappers.
There's a couple of songs, yeah. I'm like,
but she has a few.
But that one, butt. Yeah, that was.
But hold on. So
Yeah.
But this is my thing. I just feel a little weird about it because we all grew up and even up to this point, shit. Of every nigga, Lil Wayne talking about, I want a long hair, thick red bone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's harsher on women than it is going to be on men.
Yeah.
But that is crazy though. For the one girl coming out with a song called Red Bone that if she's not, different conversation to me.
Chris
if
Brown
not,
did it.
But if she does it and
Pop
now we
Smoke.
all jump on her.
Yeah,
like,
Pop Smoke did his song, Light Skin, Red Bone.
Yeah.
And nobody said
Did
that.
Childish Gambino have a song called Red Bone?
I mean, but that was.
But it wasn't like a.
That wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like.
It wasn't like that though.
That was just. The
I mean,
title
I
of the
know
song.
it wasn't like ratchet shit, but it was.
No,
still,
it wasn't even talking really about.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That was the title of the song.
I'm gonna go listen to the song again.
But I mean, just have the same energy for everybody. That's another thing. Like I said.
So should we stop praising brown skin? Because I know a lot of people that praise, brown skin. Like Mike has a song called Brown Skin Girl.
Yeah, I love that
and
song.
women love that song. Everybody loves that song. So I don't. Like when it comes to, you see what I'm saying? Like, should we just stop then?
I don't think.
Don't praise
Well, the
dark
reason
skin.
why
Don't
they
praise
getting praised because they weren't getting praised all this time.
Exactly.
So we're trying to empower them, and show that this skin.
But does that mean we got to
Exactly.
shit on the light skinned girls?
No.
No.
And like and it's I guess coming.
Do we have to do that to your daughter? I don't want to do that to your daughter. I'm trying to fight for her.
And that's the thing. So my thing is this: like, I think if it's done like tastefully and stuff like that, but like it's always gonna be like this, right? And this is how it is. And actually, I want to ask you guys a question right after I say this. So, like, it's always gonna be. Because for so long, lighter complexion has been praised more than darker skin. And I mean, darker skin has been disrespected.
Absolutely. For sure.
Where you can accept the love and praise for India RE and stuff like all these beautiful songs. And then when you listen to them, they are beautiful.
Yeah.
And they are done tasteful. That shit was butt.
Yeah. But it was
just
bad.
that particular one.
It was bad.
And I'm
That's
just like,
hilarious,
it would have been easier if it was just like to swallow the pill. Everybody would be like, oh, that's
nigga
fucked
might
up.
have been rocking to it, but I don't really like the way she said it.
Yes, like that's weird.
Yeah, if you get us dancing, everything goes out the window. Like, it don't even matter. It's like,
But
shit.
exactly. But
You should have added a red bone dance.
exactly. But my thing is, if you're gonna give Danny Lay that heat,
You got to give everybody that. Yeah.
give Pop. I mean, RP. No,
I mean,
we're not
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Right.
But like, give Lil Wayne, give all these
All
people,
these people.
give the same energy to
Yeah.
them because
Yeah.
at this point, I don't been at these functions, and I mean, I'm a big fan of Chris Brown. But, I see his sections. I see what they look like.
Yeah.
I'm
Same
not
shit.
interested.
Ambiguous girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
many of them.
Ambiguous and not black.
Biracial girl. See that nigga in the
She's
One of my friends, real quick, before you ask, I know you want to ask
about
something,
to, yeah.
and then we'll go to playoffs and we'll get out here. But one of my friends said she was at a section with this popular dude in Atlanta, and it was her and her friends, and she's like brown, and so they were talking, and they were in the section. He says one of the dudes came over there. He said, "Hey, it's not my call, but the owner of the section wants he wants you guys to get down here for a second." So they thinking like, oh, they about to perform or something because I think he was an artist. So they moved. As soon as they moved, all the Kim Kardashian lookalikes came out, and I was like, "Dog, that's fucked." And she was like, that mentally fucked me up for a long time.
And let me
I was
tell
like, shit.
And let me
dog,
tell
that's
niggas this
fucked
right
up.
here. This is why, and I'm in the camera. I don't fuck with One Oak. I don't fuck with your establishment, Marquee. All you motherfuckers, Miami, Vegas, Manhattan, and Hollywood. I don't fuck with none of your clubs because of this. I go out there. I see the black women outside struggling to get in, and you let these average ass looking non-black women in.
Talk your shit.
And they all go to the same doctor. They all order the number 2, and they look the same. And you take the niggas' money.
That same
Yeah.
cheating doctor.
Yeah.
That same cheating ass doctor.
My sugar mama's ex-husband. and then you got niggas that brown, dark-skinned men in there. And they can have grilling. They can be straight from Orlando. They can look like Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
And you'll take their money, but have in their section all non-black women because you think that that's going to make your club look better.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't fuck with none of these spots like that. And I had issues even when I went to live in Miami and stuff like that. I'll be like, then like, story's a little better, but like, you know, like I just, all those type of clubs, I don't fuck with none of them.
Hey.
And I'm just like, it's because, and I'm like, the niggas, I'm like, don't you see the disrespect? Don't take your money. That's the only reason why you're in here. If you didn't have it, you'd be outside with them. So
let me add on to, I don't fuck with y'all parking. I be asking y'all what the parking look like. It ain't never no parking.
Dumb for y'all niggas.
And y'all security be on the hill. And I don't fuck with the way the security be checking my nuts all hard and shit. That shit hurt, man.
I gotta park on the hill and turn my wheel and shit. Turn on my mercy brake.
I'm out here doing it.
I'm out here looking like Vin Diesel doing fucking Tokyo.
I'm parking in sketchy areas, hoping my car there when I get back. I'm worried the whole night.
And then you have the audacity to let Orlando niggas in the car. What the fuck? 1-0. God damn.
You too old now. You too old.
I don't fuck with none of that. But just my last question, especially talking on the color and stuff. I have this theory, and I've never said this because I'm like, I'll get killed, right? If I say this. But now but listen, right? So
say it.
In the acting, right? In the acting world.
Yeah.
I said that my theory is that when it comes to colorism, lighter skinned women benefit more than the darker skinned sisters, of course, right? We know that. Well, you guys being brown skinned, do you guys think that that's still true when it comes to men?
It always seemed
Well,
like
I always feel like, especially maybe right now, dark-skinned men or browner-skinned men are in.
Exactly.
So
that
I think
always
it
happens,
goes with
though,
just
right?
the darker
always been.
complexion movement, empowerment right now, too.
Yeah.
So,
But it always flips back and forth.
Well,
It's always been like throughout the 90s, you know, they say light-skinned men or like, you know what I'm saying?
They
Then
said
they'll say
that,
dark
but then I was like, but the proof was, if you look at your top 10 highest paid actors, there is not one light-skinned man in there. Not one.
Interesting.
Terrence Howard, you know.
what about Tom Cruise?
really light-skinned.
You know, I mean, like,
pale-skinned.
Oh, you mean black man? Okay.
yeah, it's like, and then when I looked at the top 10 highest paid actors, it's mixed up. There's light-skinned women, there's light brown, there's brown, and then you have a couple of dark-skinned sisters. You know, you got Viola and Gabrielle Union and stuff, Lupita. And that's definitely so. Because my thing is this: since darker skin is viewed as more masculine, that doesn't benefit women because you want them to be feminine. But for men, when we think strong black lead, if you're casting darker skin male, I'm trying to cast this right now. Boom, boom, boom. I need a strong black lead. Let's be honest, and I understand. No one's gonna think of me first. You're not. You're gonna go like, you know, Stephon James, Michael B. Jordan, you know, John David Washington, right? Because black, right? Full black. They want a man that reads black,
Interesting.
right? But I remember because I've seen stuff, and I mean, you know, we see this shit. It's the fucking internet, right?
Yeah.
Like I've seen stuff where people like really thought that I was winning because I'm light skinned. Like games people play. I remember someone said that. And I'm like, literally, what required with games people play is that you can act and hoop. The niggas that came out sucked. That's like they couldn't hoop. And I'm like, bro, you can't hoop, so you're not gonna get it. Or if they could kind of hoop, they were just god awful reads.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, it had nothing to do with complexion on that. I could just hoop.
Athleticism. Yeah.
And I've been acting.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, but so on that, like I realized, because I remember growing up, I used to be like ready to fight every time because it would be like oh, he kind of seemed gay, light skin and stuff like. It was like I was always like gay or feminine or something like that. And I'm like, no matter how many niggas ass
Glad
I
I ain't
whooped,
saying nothing.
it didn't matter. I was just so ready to fight.
He just big. That's why he wanted
like,
to
so
fight.
that's like weird. I was like, nigga, I used to be so turned up for no reason.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, I'm not about to fight no more. Right? This is just dumb. Whatever, man. Like, I got a sensitive side anyway, so it's cool. I embrace it. But I just was like, I was just wondering.
That's
because
interesting, though.
I've never really had this conversation with like my brown skin brothers about this stuff because I was like, I wonder if people are aware that, like, because if you think of your leads, like, you know, damn sin stuff on, like, like they get, and as they should. So, and I was just like, and I think it's because, like I said, dark skin equals masculine.
That's very interesting. I never thought about it like that. Who's the biggest, you say, light skinned lead man right now?
Me? No.
I'm about to say you.
Well, we can't count Dwayne Johnson because he doesn't ever play a black role.
No, he's also the first human ever. So that don't count.
And the last. He's
Right.
gonna be here forever.
For a while, and I said this, and I was like, he's more of an activist than actor was Jesse Williams.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
because I'm specifically, I was mentioning like mixed guys at first, right? Mixed guys I was talking about.
Yeah.
But then like lighter skinned guys, I was thinking like,
it's about to change. Cause there's a show out that women are all over this.
No, you talking about
from-
Bridgerton?
Bridgerton.
yeah, him. He's doing well.
He doing well.
He's doing well.
My girl, I had to get my girl
Yo, they
off
are
the
on
couch
him.
and wipe it down with goddamn. Cause
Turn the damn thing off.
what is all
There you
this?
go.
Why you gotta pause on this nigga's crotch?
Ain't it loud?
But I feel like, it might take somebody like this one dude to be like, oh,
It has to.
he's going viral.
Yeah.
People like
But
this complexion. It's sad to think of, but
even him-
they like his complexion
But
of man.
even him, and I'm
Okay.
gonna say this is the demographics heavily women on that, right?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
To get over, like to really do both, is
I
like
see what you're saying.
I
know where you're going.
I would have to do a movie that's big as Equalizer or something like that to really be like, oh, now he's really in
Take
the
it
mix. 'Cause
right,
right
right,
now,
right, right.
you know, TV act. I mean, look, I'm not complaining about my
no,
career at
for
all.
sure.
I love what I'm
For
doing.
sure.
But I'm saying like we're not oblivious. There's a up next level. There's a couple levels
Yeah,
up more, right? So to be really like, a Marvel character, something.
Yeah.
And not just a Marvel character in it, like a lead. Like gotta be whatever. And like, or somebody like of that for it to be like I don't know, because like at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, like who like when because I'd have these debates, where I said this and they were like fighting back at me.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I remember I was at a table, and I'll tell you this was just writing the creator of a show recently that was doing well. But like, she said something, they brought up something, and then the light skin got brought up somehow, right? I was like, and when they were saying stuff, and I just brought it, I was like, well, I mean, like, I was like, well, for women, yeah. And they were like, no, like, nigga, for men too. And I was like, okay, well, and I said, name me a light skin or mixed guy that has a bigger or better career than Don Cheadle, Denzel, Wesley Snipes, Will Smith, these guys, Forrest Whitaker, I said, just name me. And I was like, well, I know like Jeffrey Wright has a great career, and he was on Westworld.
He's fantastic.
Fantastic.
He's gonna be in the new Batman as Gordon, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer for that?
Oh yeah.
Dog, I'm geeked.
can't wait.
Right, I was geeked. Robert Pattinson's a beast.
Yeah.
But I was saying that, and then like it was just then they started like naming musicians.
We was
Like music, like Chris Brown, The Weeknd. I'm like, nigga, do
Yeah,
I look
yeah,
like
yeah.
I do music? Like,
Right,
like,
right,
no,
right.
I'm an actor. What are you talking about?
Music, y'all what?
If he would have said that to me, I would have been. Maybe you do music.
I mean, I do, but I'm not out for it. But
That's real. I never thought about it. I
Yeah.
guess just from an acting standpoint, because being on the comedy side of things for most of our
Right,
career,
yeah.
like comedy doesn't have that subjectivity like that.
For sure.
It don't
It's a
matter. It's
free-for-all.
funny as funny.
Funny is funny.
So
exactly. I
I
agree.
seen Sinbad, light skinned
For
man.
sure.
I seen
Yeah.
all these.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
seen
for sure.
variety of all types of
Yeah,
niggas that are.
absolutely.
So
That's so true,
We
yeah.
don't really
And
have
it makes
that
it
same.
easier to get beat up. If I get beat up, hey, I'm a comedian.
right. I'm just being funny.
Right, that's so funny.
But no,
yeah, you
that's-
can't
that's
be a
real.
Marvel character and go viral getting knocked out somewhere.
Right.
Like, this nigga's Batman? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
But yeah, you're right,
no, that's
you're right.
good. That's good to think about because I never thought about it like that.
For women, I definitely see it.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen
Yeah.
it for women for sure. But yeah, it was.
That's
I was just
interesting.
wondering because I haven't talked about this like
Yeah.
with
That's
Stefan and
some real
Shamir,
shit.
my other brown skin, dark skin actors friends.
But real quick before we get out, let's talk about the GOAT real quick.
Yeah, with his light skin receiver Mike Evans.
He was fucking
Shout out
up
to Mike.
yesterday, though. He was fucking up yesterday.
The funniest shit.
He wasn't ready to be a lead man.
That's hilarious.
He scored a touchdown, man. Respect.
The funniest shit was last week. Cam had tweeted that Godwin's hands was trash, and I said
He did have a drop
Godwin.
yesterday.
Godwin was like,
He had
"I'm
5
doing it."
drops
He was,
against us.
But and then that's what I said.
Red
But then
and,
I said
Washington.
yesterday he was like, "I'm doing this for Cam, nigga." He said my hands
And
trash.
then I tweeted, I said, Mike Evans playing like God when he did.
So
Man, Mike
basically,
Evans.
if you don't know what you should know, I mean, Tom Brady.
The debate's done to me.
No, the debate is
Debate's done. Even if
Where
he don't
has
win
it
the
been
Super
going?
Bowl.
It's been
But
done.
still people that debate this shit.
you disagree?
Oh, what, he's saying greatest of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, but who's
At
the
quarterback.
debate? Who's
That's
the
what I'm saying.
debate?
No, people were still trying to say like
He gets lucky. Some of these don't
Yeah,
count. I'm like, hey, to go
I mean-
to a Super Bowl 10 times in football
10.
is so hard.
Him and LeBron are just at a level that's like
Different.
they just they just know how to lead a team.
Yeah, a team, nigga.
A whole team. That's crazy.
If he wins the
But it's
Super
still
Bowl,
easier in basketball. It's still tough.
I mean, it's definitely.
But in football,
that's
you got
interesting.
53
Yeah,
people.
that's
you
what-
got so many people that you got to rely on. Like LeBron can come to a team, it's automatically better. Same
Right,
with Tom
true.
Brady, but he only can
Yeah.
do so much.
I
That's
think
interesting. You know, that's interesting because it's like if he goes to a team and the defense is top 5, you're already going in there.
It's so like
yeah.
with LeBron, if he say I want to lock down this player, play defense, he can do that.
He can
Tom
do it.
Brady can't go out
He
there and
can't,
play
yeah.
safety and play
No,
DN.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's just so many more moving pieces, special teams. And
Like,
shit,
I don't think
kicker.
people really realize what's going on. If he wins another ring, he will have more rings than entire organizations have rings.
Yeah, for sure.
Not,
We got one.
Not just more than entire organization.
like-
I mean, he might have it in some divisions.
Yeah, like then some division.
Oh, that's
like,
crazy.
That's crazy.
Like, he might have it more than some
That's
divisions.
crazy. Think about it. And then if you think about all of the major sports,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like what would this be?
7 if he wins.
Seven
right?
rings.
10, his 10th Super Bowl, but 7
To a
wins.
whole new team. First year to a whole new team.
He only wins. He only loses against the NFC East in the Super Bowl.
That's it.
it.
That's all I always say. I'm like,
That's
he don't
it.
impress me. I mean, I personally think Patty's gonna do it. I hope he does. But I mean, I'm a Andy Reid guy.
I don't
I'm an
care
Andy Reid
who.
guy,
I don't
too. I
care
like
who
that.
wins, to be honest. But I gotta pull for Tom just
Yeah, I
because
got-
the narrative and
I
the
also
dirt they were
get
throwing
that.
his name.
I also get that, but
Yeah, like-
I'm like I mean, Patrick Mahomes,
I gotta pull for
I need
Tom.
another
Look.
black quarterback because for a while they're like, if you want to win, you can't win with a black quarterback. I'm like, fuck that.
Let's get
So,
all the goddamn.
I gotta pull for Tom
I feel
because
it.
the Chiefs are in my division, so fuck him.
My dad was.
Well,
my
also
dad
get
was. I'm from Miami.
Also want
so
my boy Mike Evans to get a ring. I do want Mike to get a ring.
my
but-
dad a diehard Dolphin fan, so you know he don't fuck with Brady. I called him yesterday. He get lucky. He just I'm like, man, you
Yeah,
can't
no,
keep
like,
saying that.
but
It's
I mean,
over.
It's over.
That's
yeah.
a lot of years of
But
luck.
also he did
That's
but
a lot.
he did play like okay.
Yeah, he played.
He
He had a
out great.
terrible second half.
Second half.
Yeah,
But
it's
it was
just
like-
but he
but
just,
then-
I'm just like, how's this man back in the Super Bowl, dog? That shit's
Whole
incredible.
nother team.
I mean, shit.
I think what
like,
makes it
that
amazing-
pressure on Aaron Rodgers was crazy. I didn't see him get
Yeah,
pressure like that all
yeah,
year.
yeah.
I was like, man, they
They
really
talking
like
about
just
he might
really
be
came-
traded, or he's trying to
Right,
leave the
I
team.
was just like,
Possibly.
what
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
He was going through the motions. He was upset.
I'm like,
that nigga was upset.
He was.
he was
was.
upset.
He wants. To
I think
win.
honestly,
He's not
but
gonna
it's crazy. So, but I always say this. I do think like Aaron Rodgers is the most naturally talented.
I do like it,
gifted
yeah.
quarterback
Yeah.
I ever seen until I saw Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He is the next Aaron Rodgers. That's how he plays.
He's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, and
I
even
love
more
that
athletic.
style.
Man,
That style
yeah,
of play
I
they
just-
play. It's like
quick,
basketball players.
Man, when I saw
You know
the
what I'm saying?
numbers,
It's kinda
I
like-
said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then he doesn't know anything less than a what's the AFC? The AFC.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah.
know anything less than an AFC championship game.
Yeah.
So he's lost there, won a Super Bowl, back at the Super Bowl. Already.
Already.
Bro, so to me, I'm like, he has the opportunity.
Oh,
to
absolutely.
be.
Yeah,
You're like,
absolutely.
You know, but I mean, naturally talented, the most gifted quarterback I've ever seen is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But the greatest winner?
The greatest one, yeah, it's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
quarterback. I mean, how do
It's
you
not.
Hands up.
Ridiculous.
6 rings? First of all, it's hard to get
And-
2 Super Bowls on like as a player.
As a
You don't ever like they always have the Super Bowl hangovers, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah, you
yeah.
know what I mean? And basketball, you've seen back to back a bunch of times,
Yeah.
repeats and stuff like that. But man, to go back and bruh, 10?
Some people don't even get to the playoffs in their career.
Bro,
That's
All
wild.
he know is deep playoff runs.
No, yeah, that's
they
what-
said
What
he's
Spike Sanders say he went to like 1 playoff game in like 9 seasons.
You're like-
He might have went. I don't even know if either he didn't or it was one
That's
playoff.
crazy.
Bro, that's crazy.
I think that this thing is getting squashed because he left there, and now people were trying to decide: was it Belichick
Oh,
or
yeah.
was it Brady?
It's Brady.
And
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
Well,
I hear some
I
people
can't-
making
Kinda fair
excuses
to
for
the
Belichick.
Patriots. They had a lot of people opt out,
out,
and get
injured, like,
so-
yeah.
No receivers.
So, and a lot of people saying he playing the game. He said next
Yeah.
year he'll come back and
That's why Tom Brady's even more the GOAT. Because before he got the Randy Mosses and all them, he was doing this with
Yeah.
no-name
He was
receivers.
no-name.
And when they would leave the team, they would do
Man,
nothing.
If you're gonna say that about him, I need people to show respect to Donovan McNabb because he had Todd Pinckett, James Thrash, and Freddie Mitchell.
Man.
And
I
those
would
guys
never. I'm a
had-
Dallas fan.
I show respect to him
Dallas
because I
fan.
shared a drink with him in Miami. So it's so random.
hilarious.
It's so random, nigga.
No, I would have
last
cried.
year.
That's how big it is. I would have cried.
I'll tell you this though. I always say this: if T.O. didn't break his leg,
Oh,
that Super
man.
Bowl y'all went to, because they couldn't stop him in that
They-
with a
oh,
broken
they
leg.
catch it.
If he was healthy, they would have
Bro,
won.
it would have been different.
Yeah.
But
We
I was
lost by
happy.
4.
I was
I'm like,
happy.
man, so that's why I want Andy Reid to get his get back
Gotcha.
at time. But like also like, but here's what I say about Bill Belichick. he went 11-5 with Matt Castle at quarterback that 1 year when Brady went down for the whole year.
Even the black
when
quarterback.
Jimmy G and
With
Jacoby
Brissett
Brissett came in.
Brissett,
They did their thing.
Yep.
And then Jimmy G has gone to the Niners, and he started off good.
He started off good.
I wouldn't.
Jacoby still is good.
Yeah.
I honestly was mad that Phillip Rivers went to the Colts. I was like, man, give it to Jacoby.
Yeah.
But like, because he's actually been good.
Poor Phillip.
That man got 8 kids.
Eight
He
kids,
had,
yeah.
he had to go
man,
somewhere.
You see the conversation? Like, is he a Hall of Famer to y'all?
That's so tough. I think I gotta give it to him. I mean,
They always judge it by rings and playoff
bro.
wins.
I don't know. I don't.
say
Yeah,
no.
because
Because
of
it's
rings.
like,
Because no
what
rings.
did he really do?
That's true. I mean,
But like,
He was
Eli's
just an
fault.
awesome
It's Eli's
quarterback.
fault. It's
though.
Eli's
He was a
fault,
good
though.
he was
quarterback.
a
He
good
was supposed to be
quarterback.
in
yeah.
Giants.
Like
Yeah,
if
he
you would
was.
honestly, if
It's
you would have
Eli's
replaced
fault.
those two,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
would- man.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers would have looked at.
Oh man, I would have hated having Phillip Rivers in our
Oh
division.
my
What?
God, I would have hated that.
I would have hated
2
that.
I
games
think
a
Eli
year with this
overrated. He got lucky.
Yeah.
God was on his side
We're
both
talking
Super
about luck.
Bowls.
Eli's the
this
most
guy's
lucky
thrown like
Off the
30
helmet.
picks, bro.
It's like,
Yeah, and that
what?
dude became like an alcoholic after that. Wasn't even like that's
Oh, my
crazy,
God.
bro.
Yeah.
And that man,
was lucky.
Manahan, whatever his name was, like he got a
Yeah.
crazy catch. I was just like, and like when he got MVP, when first of all it was a 17-14 score when they beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does a whole entire defense not get MVP? You're already giving it to Eli, man.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
was so to me. You that year with the Patriots offense.
Yeah.
Randy Reed.
Randy
Randy
Moss.
Reed.
Randy Reed.
I thought it was over. I like he got Randy Moss.
Yeah.
It's
He got
over.
23
It's over.
touchdowns that year or something
It's
like that.
over.
He broke
It's
a
over.
record or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's over.
That's wild.
Man.
Who y'all got for Super Bowl?
All right.
It's so hard to count Tom Brady out.
I'm
but
gonna go
that-
Brady.
look,
One of the
no one,
toughest ones.
no one can
Yes.
stop Kelsey.
No one can stop Kelsey.
They ain't. No one stopped them all year. So
And
that's
one of
gonna
their
be
safeties
tough.
is out.
Is it? Are they?
Yeah, because both of them were hurt. And I know Winfield's coming back. He should.
They need him for sure.
I do.
They
need him.
definitely gonna.
and then
need
the other
him.
one got hurt this game. He left the game like this. He went to the locker room.
I think I got Bucks by a field goal.
Wow.
Was that tight?
I think Bucks by a field goal. I feel like
I think
Bucks
I got Kansas City by 7.
by 7. Yeah. Okay.
I can see either side.
I can.
This is the toughest one,
It's
honestly,
tough.
for me that I've ever really guessed on.
It's
but
tough.
I would say I have Kansas City. I can
They
see
say
30.
never bet against Brady though, man. So
No, I mean, of course.
I did. Let's go.
Did you
Nick
win?
Foles.
Yeah, that's right.
I was so mad
right.
that night. I was so mad that night.
Yeah, man, these niggas.
Man, and I'm
Cause
going
that
to hit you up too. Because I was hitting up all my Dallas Cowboys. Like, don't ever come with me with
That
this
was our
talk.
biggest argument. Like y'all even got bowl yet. Shut
Yeah, and
up.
I'm like, because I seen my Super Bowl as a grown man.
Now I say y'all only got one. Shut up.
I know, it's always going to be, all right, here we go.
So you said Kansas by 7. What you think? What you thinking?
I could see it being like 30-24.
30-24.
I'm gonna go with
Jeez.
Brady for the upset. It's
For the
just
upset?
I like in my
Is it
heart it
upset?
tell me Kansas they're gonna do what they do.
would be.
But
Is it an upset? It's
I
Tom
don't
Brady.
think anybody win his upset.
but
Yeah.
It's
does
tough. I
that
don't
team
even
so
know.
talented?
That team talented, man.
Offensively, it's
They
like
Tyreek.
They crazy.
Kelsey.
Yeah,
They're crazy.
Tyreek, Kelsey.
It's what happened to
just a
Sammy
crazy
Watkins? Is he
offense.
hurt?
I feel like
Did he get hurt for the
He might have
season?
been
Harden's
hurt.
been the Hardman or whatever.
The
He's been
Hardman.
stepping up.
Yeah,
Great. He had a
yeah,
great
Yeah,
game.
yeah, great game.
Yeah, I mean that running game solid too. I mean
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. If Bucks defense can show up, they'll be okay.
And then think about it. So Super Bowl's in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, his toe's gonna be feeling better because he was
Oh yeah,
limping.
yeah.
Even when he was running, he was like, "It's gonna be better then."
Yeah. Oh, they coming with it. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
The biggest factor that's
I'm excited for
scary
this one.
for both of them is like any key person catching COVID and can't play.
Oh yeah.
That would be
God.
No, they got to
devastating.
stay
They got
home.
us 2 weeks
got-
away because now, Nick, stay fucking
home.
Stay home.
That'd be the
home,
mess.
man.
I'm gonna put y'all in a bubble.
Yeah, stay home.
Oh,
man.
really?
Don't go nowhere.
Don't go
Yeah.
nowhere.
Go to Tampa now.
How important is it? How important is it to you?
Yeah.
Right.
No strip
Right.
clubs.
Think about it like
And
you go in
for
that Super Bowl game, you don't have Tyreek Hill. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn.
And for Tom Brady to be playing in the first ever quarterback to play it. So
That's
that's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
Dog. That's wild,
Conspiracy
dog.
theory.
You saw what he
that's
posted.
it.
You saw what he posted on social media.
I love it.
He was playing the
We
Diddy. He's like, we can't. Hey, what was it?
Go
Stop with nowhere.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
He's like,
go
I
nowhere.
love it. I love
that
your
man.
shit, Tom.
That's
Go.
hilarious.
I like
He
Tom,
the
man.
GOAT,
But
man.
I
I love
this is
it.
the toughest one I think it's ever been called. But yeah, I got
gonna
them.
be.
He just needs to stop kissing his kids
And,
so passionate.
and I was also happy that Aaron Rodgers lost because he knocked us out the playoffs twice. So I don't fuck with him no more. I used to love him.
I
love
wanted
Aaron
the
Rodgers
Rodgers
no
and
more.
Mahomes, but their line was so messed up that he wasn't
Yeah.
even really, like.
Yeah.
I wanted the Rodgers and Mahomes, but honestly, the narrative is way better
This
with
narrative
because they're
is better.
2-2 against each other, right?
Yeah.
This is the rubber match, right?
Yeah.
So then even though like Patrick Mahomes' numbers are incredibly better than
Yeah, I mean,
Brady, he's just better.
But it's just the one. It's the
Individually.
GOAT that's leaving with this new
GOAT,
one that's
yeah.
That's
taking the
replacing.
flame. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
dope.
That's
Do
the
you think-
story.
do you
Look,
think-
if he win, he gotta retire. You gotta
He
retire.
gotta-
Even if you still want to
I
play
think
he already
that
said
goal.
he
Stop
was
it,
gonna
stop.
come
Get your
back.
7 minutes. Stop out.
He
Then
already
him and Robert Ory are the greatest champs.
Yes, like
So,
Robert
Hold
Hold on,
You a
with the
Laker
Spurs
fan?
and Lakers, right?
Man, you know I was born in Philly, bro.
No, you Sixers.
I'm with the
Okay,
number
okay,
one
okay.
seed, Sixers.
Okay.
You know,
last thing I guess I'll say, tell the people what you got going on, what you if you got things coming up, where they can find you at, all these things.
for sure, man. Like I just came from working out. Right now, I'm like training and prepping for season 2 of games we will play. We're playing a little bit more basketball. This
That's
season.
on that's on BET.
Yeah. We added Carucci to the cast.
Nice, okay.
Tell him we don't need to see your butt this season.
You don't see it on. You don't see it on that one.
It's good.
You got plenty of see my ass
In
out
school,
here.
you're gonna see a red bone butt.
I'm trying to see his
No, this nigga looks so long in that tub. I'll never get that. I'm like, this nigga is
I look like 7'1". When I saw that, I was like, damn, what's up, bro? But yeah, I got season 2 of games we playing on BET. We start filming.
Nice.
I leave in about almost a month. I leave in about
Gotcha.
almost a month. And then season 3 of Good Trouble is going to air when I leave in the middle of February, I believe.
Nice.
And then right now I'm in pre-development mode for this movie that I am producing and will be in and co-writing.
No announcement
I wrote
yet?
the story.
it-
No announcement.
Okay.
Y'all know Denise Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's a producer.
Nice.
and all that
Nice.
stuff like that. But yeah, so that that's all I'll say
Denise
for
is
that right
dope.
now.
Okay, cool.
But when you see this cast and
Oh my God,
bro. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that because it's gonna be my first like one I'm really like producing on.
Nice.
Like really,
You get more
creating,
excited about the acting or the behind the scenes?
producing and writing, man.
Yeah, I feel
it's
I'm
like
100%.
like yeah, I think
Creating.
yeah, once people like get that taste of creating stuff, because I started out like more so like writing. I mean, I was doing commercials, but like, you know, I was on the writing staff for this Dr. Dre show, and that
remember
never
you told me
went. It was
about
supposed
that,
to be
yeah.
the first Apple
Mhm.
TV show.
Oh.
A lot in that show, so I was like, oof. But
That was like 2015.
yeah, man. Yeah, that long ago,
was
bro.
lit.
Yeah. And so, but I mean, writing my own stuff was always something. And then even being on the shows, like, I really appreciate, like, Vanessa Middleton and Tracy Edmonds on Games People Play. They let me have some input, especially for my storyline.
Tracy Edmonds, the reason we out here.
Man,
Yeah.
really.
She's a great woman. Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
She's such a nice woman, man. And
Great.
She just want to see people win.
Yeah.
She does.
And she's just smart, man. She just know how to make, money
Yeah.
in big shows.
Now, if you could find you a sugar mama like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Tracy
Oh,
Edmonds,
You do that for free.
I'll
me
pay
tell
her.
you.
I'll
You do that
pay her.
Like, I think it's unfair how much you're paying me. I think you should
Yeah.
she's
take
a
some
man.
of that
She
pay.
helped out a lot of people.
Yeah,
out.
nah,
She's a great person.
I think this camera stopped, but it's all good. We got
Yeah.
you. We'll
Oh,
wrap
okay,
it
good.
up.
All right, yeah. So that and then other thing I can't say, but then yeah, got some movies coming out this year, so I'm excited.
Nice.
man.
Congrats,
Yeah,
brother.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, listen.
YouTube legends here, man. I'm like on college, bro. You know how crazy this is?
My
Right.
man, appreciate
That's
you
what's
coming
up,
through.
bro.
Though. This
Yes,
is
sir.
fun,
Appreciate
man.
it, man.
This is
For
really
sure.
He was
good.
watching when he had a sugar mama.
Dog.
Big facts, though. That's so fucking funny.
Look, well, y'all, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all liking and commenting. Make sure y'all keep subscribing. Make sure they can follow you.
At Ron J, RONEJAE.
There you go. Look out for this stuff coming soon. Look out for our series we got coming
Coming
soon.
out February 5th. Watch out.
February, and yeah, you guys keep liking, keep subscribing, keep leaving reviews in the iTunes, so that helps us out, and we'll see you next week. Peace.